תודה רבה. Rabbi Sachs was quoted earlier by Deb. And there is a beautiful quote of Rabbi Sachs that is saying that we are not a people who has a story. We are a story that has people. And our story didn't start on October 7. And for sure, it didn't end that day either. Our story is a story of life, of light, and of hope. It's a narrative that has sustained us through millennia of both triumphs and tragedies. It is difficult merely to live through historic time, but it is even greater, it's even harder to be in the center of history itself. As a survivor of what have become the largest attack on Jewish people since the Holocaust, and as a witness to the most devastating tragedy since the foundation of Israel, we carry an immense weight. The pain is deeply personal. Those who were murdered, kidnapped, wounded, aren't just statistic or a distant news report. On the 7th, only in my community, the Regional Council of Eshkol, we lost 255 of our community members. 119 were kidnapped, half of the hostages until today. Out of 110 hostages, Eshkol has 44 of them. If we want our story to continue to be a story of choosing life, of light and hope, the state of Israel and the Jewish people, us all, we must ask ourselves every day, what have we done to bring them back home? Because we must ensure that we bring them back home now. These were people and families that we know. These are babies and children that we held in our arms. These are teenagers and adult and elderly people that were eating with us in our kitchen, around our kitchen table. They were our neighbors, our friends, and our family. At this moment, we face crucial choice. We can passively watch as history unfold itself, or we can actively choose to shape it. By choosing life, light, and hope, we follow the footsteps of generations before us, of our parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents that decided always through history, it's part of our story, not to become victims of circumstances. They grabbed history by its horns and steered it toward a better future, often in personal cost. True leadership is in such time require immense courage and sacrifice. You heard the young people before me. It means maintaining hope when despair seems overwhelming. It means holding the light for others, even while standing in the depth of darkness. It means making difficult decisions while carrying constantly the heavy responsibility of protecting and guiding the community through trauma and loss. This spirit of action and hope, it's exactly the spirit of Jewish National Fund. It's embodied in our DNA. For over a century, that this family is choosing life, hope, and transforming vision into reality. And I'm sure you've heard Russell Robinson say it multiple times. We don't do projects. We do vision. And when tragedy of October 7 came and unfolded, you didn't just respond in emergency aid. You provided something far more profound. You fueled resilience and you kindled hope through the Build Together campaign, offering us a hand in moments of unspeakable darkness. From the Western Negev to the north, we, the residents, know that you are not just showing up. You are here to stay. Through war and peace, rain or shine, we know that we are never alone. Toda Rabba. And I want you all to remember that when future generation will look back on this moment, they will find countless events of heroes who ran into the fire in order to save people and help us in need. But more than that, they will see how we all transformed grief into purpose, our pain into action, and our memories into motivations, initiatives. Counting the internal story of the Jewish people, a story of life, light, and unwavering hope. It's not easy to choose leadership, but I did. And I'm honored and humbled to become soon the next mayor of Eshkol Regional Council. At this moment, I want to acknowledge and give a lot of gratitude because we have around us in the crown many leaders in neighboring councils, municipalities around our communities that hugged us through this tough time. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for being partners. And thank you for even hosting many of our communities right now. I want to thank the leadership, the local Israeli leadership that we have here today, also among the Israel civil organizations. But there is a special person that I want to acknowledge. We have here today in the crowd with us, Mayor Gadi Yarkoni. Gadi was severely injured in 2014. He lost both of his legs from a mortar shell, and he lost very close friends to him. At this moment, he could be victim of circumstances, but he chose leadership, and he led Eshkol through the last 9.5 years. And I want to tell Gadi, and I wish to welcome you all to join me in saying Toda Rabba for being a true hero and a true leader. I want also to give a moment to talk about a special leader that is not with us, Ophir Lipstein. Ophir was killed on October 7 while defending Kibbutz Kfar Aza, his own community, his own family. He was the mayor of Sha'ar HaNegev. His light is not with us personally today, but his light is everywhere. And I can tell you that I carry his light in me, and I will continue to carry it. So Toda, Ophir, from this stage to you for the light and the hope that you embodied in your personality. Toda. I want also to express my deepest gratitude to someone we all know, a true leader that I can call a friend, Russell Robinson. For always bringing the vision. But even in the last year, whenever I felt like darkness is surrounding us, I always called you and asked you, please come to Israel. I need your light. So thank you for holding this light through this very, very difficult year. And finally, I want to thank you. Because here in the crowd, young and young in spirit, you are true leaders. You are leaders in your community, and I know the heavy price you pay. It's not easy, and for sure, it's not comfortable to lead. But none of us has the privilege in these days to feel comfortable about anything. We can't afford ourselves to feel comfortable right now, because making history is not a comfortable task. Yet it is up to us. This is our generation responsibility, because together we are writing today the next chapter of our Jewish story. And it will continue to be a story that is filled with life, light, and always choosing hope. So toda rabba to all of you.